Did I tell you earlier that the Vulgus are after the Tree of Truth? There's only one tree in this swamp that deserves that kind of title. I can take you there. After I demolish this facility, that is.
SMO and I will handle this. Can you report back to Alpha in person? This intel is sensitive and we don't want to risk Jeremy listening in on any comms.
Jeremy has got hold of Vulgus DNA and contaminated Kuiper? Well, the bastard always had a special interest in the Vulgus. He was always praising how much stamina the Vulgus had. Their power, their technological prowess, and the possibilities that they unlocked through genetic improvements. I didn't want to discourage him as he was doing useful research into the enemy's capabilities. But I can't deny his obsession made his teammates uneasy. There was an incident where he captured a Vulgus production facility. He argued that Albion also needed to create artificial soldiers. The Colon Counterintelligence Unit investigated his research and seized his records. He was sent to the detention center for a time as a result of what they discovered. He was nearly expelled as a Descendant. We need to examine all records involving Jeremy and any of Albion's supplies. All right. Now that I understand the gravity of the situation, you may return to the field. I entrust the capture of Jeremy and secure retrieval of the Ironheart to you.
When did you...
Idiot. Did you forget what I can do as soon as you couldn't see me? There were so many blind spots. Until SMO blew the place up, that is. I don't know why you're all making such a big deal out of this guide. She can't guide anyone. She couldn't even find the Ironheart when it was inside a quantum storage box.
Jeremy, have you thought about surrendering? Think about the lives of the innocent soldiers you've influenced.
Don't you think our bigger concern should be the future of humankind? I'm sick and tired of the incompetence of Albion's military commanders. Actually having the Ironheart, which we worked so hard to get. Why are we so fixated on using it on the dimensional wall? Do you really think this fight will end just because we closed it? Even if we stop the Colossi from coming, how do we plan to deal with all of the remaining Vulgus and Ingress? We have more casualties daily than there are new recruits. You think Descendants will make a difference? Huh. Even if we can clear an entire battlefield, do you really think that's enough to turn the tide in this war? You're deluded. Descendants are just as vulnerable as the rest of Albion's soldiers. We're all mortal. And if the Magister's equipment breaks and our arcade runs out, Descendants will be nothing but frail human beings doomed to die. But the Vulgus, they continue to advance even as we speak. The Ironheart makes them even stronger. Humanity needs to be stronger, and I know how. I'll soon show you. Just you wait.
Jeremy? Jeremy! Damn it! There's no way he would have taunted us with an encrypted call that can only be accessed from a short range. I'm positive he's looking for something near the tree.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm ready to blow it all up.
SMO, if the output of the machine installed on that tree is correct, half of the swamp will be blown away. Please calm down.
This is so frustrating. I'm going crazy. We need to take full control of the area around that tree.
Kate, I'm receiving. The supplies I sent are the ones seized from an important Vulgus facility. We identified them as being highly likely to be targeted by Jeremy, so we went after them first. There's 3 supply boxes worth.
These are genetic materials used to create Vulgus bodies. If Jeremy wants to emulate the process in the Alzarok report, these are the core materials he'll need. But did you say 3 boxes? Only 2 have been delivered. Was one intercepted by the Vulgus?
What are you talking about, Kate? The delivery speed for Albion supply boxes is too fast to be overtaken by standard transportation. Wait a second. Jeremy, His RK abilities. He might be able to grab a supply box mid-air. Damn it. This is the emergency response system. A supply box on its way to Albion has been intercepted. Last known location is in the northeast. There is a high chance that Jeremy grabbed it. He planned this.
Oh man, you've given me everything I needed. You have my eternal gratitude. Don't worry, I'll put these supplies to good use.
Jeremy has everything he now needs. Void energy, highly concentrated Kuiper, Vulgus DNA solution, and the Iron Heart. All of these were used by Eamon when he created Alzarok.
Are you saying Jeremy is creating a super strong Vulgus that will obey him? I would have expected bigger things from that traitor.
Perhaps, as he already has RK, he may be attempting to fuse his own body with that of a Vulgus, spawning a new being. Those of Esimo's men who were won over by Jeremy were strongly taken by his words, fully believing what he said. However, there is one thing Jeremy hasn't been able to obtain yet. An energy output intense enough to activate the Iron Heart. Fortunately, I do not detect any facilities in this swamp with that level of output. However, if there are any Colossi remains in this swamp in fairly good condition, they may still retain an immense amount of power. Then there would be no need to infiltrate an Albion or Vulgus facility. I suspect the remains are exactly what Jeremy is after.
Ah, if that's so, that's good news. There aren't any usable Colossi remains around here, so we can finally catch our breath.
Actually, there is one. A while ago, there was an executioner which failed in an intercept attempt and ended up somewhere in this swamp. This is Vulgus territory, and I wasn't in a position to go after it at the time, so I left it.
Ah, damn it. I guess there was no way of knowing it can be used for this. We need to find the location of the remnants. I'm gonna blow them up so that nobody can use them.
Descendant. Void energy has been detected, centering on the chapel. The remains of the Colossus should be there. I will request Enzo to provide aerial reconnaissance.
All units assemble at the shared location. Based on the intel collected during the operation, Jeremy is heading for...
Wait a sec. Isn't that Corell's ship? Why the hell is it there?
Jeremy, if you can hear me, respond. Jeremy, don't do anything stupid. If you claim to still be a Descendant, then it is your duty to not let Corell get his hands on the Iron Heart. It's not too late to turn yourself in. If you do, we guarantee your safety. Jeremy, respond! We can't wait any longer. Esimo and I will deal with the incoming Vulgus forces. You need to head to the location of Jeremy's signal.
Now that Corell has arrived in person, the Vulgus are fully prepared. Unless we destroy their alarm, it will continue to alert more enemy troops. If we don't destroy it, it will endanger not only us, but Enzo and Esimo as well. Ironheart pulses have been detected. I will try to extract the signal.
Go.
The signal has been interrupted. Disrupted by something. Jeremy may have placed the Ironheart back into the quantum storage box.
Jeremy, come in! If you surrender now, we can protect you. I repeat, surrender now! Oh no, we need to move faster. Corell's ship is leaving. Guy, what happened to the Ironheart?
I'm still unable to track the Ironheart due to its void signal. I cannot detect its pulses. There are bodies ahead. It's the soldiers. Vulgus ambush. Focus, Descendant. These were the soldiers under Jeremy's command. They are all dead.
Another Descendant. You are mine. Lord Carrell's orders were to...
care of any descendants who followed.
Descendant.
Only one more left.
I can detect traces of Jeremy on that Vulgus. We may be able to find out what happened here.
They're gonna chase us this far, right? Shh. Focus.
What? Are you scared right now? This is nothing.
Yeah, get him. Please get rid of Jeremy. Oh, yeah. Oh, coward. His ability is running away. Congrats. The audio is like way off. Got him. Oof, seen it coming.
I am not something that can be wielded by a fool like you. Worthless scum.
Something tells me he's not dead. That's unfortunate.
Descendants who followed. Only one more left.
I'm sure he's gonna come back as like Darth Vader or something. Fantastic. More Jeremy to come.
Descendants. Enzo and Essimo are at the scene. They're trying to get things under control there. Alpha has had to take some leave, but he has received full progress reports for all operations. All that effort to find the Ironheart, only to lose it again.
HQ, we have detected anomalies in the void, requesting an intercept battle.
Damn it. This isn't a routine mission. Descendant, You better go to Seneca. HQ will try to deal with any unexpected situations.
Descendant, Jeremy's actions caused the remains of the executioner to send a signal into the void. Unstable materials were stimulated by the Ironheart, and I'm sure Jeremy had some void energy in his possession. I think that must have reacted with the Ironheart, sort of like jump-starting it. Dead brides have always been bonded with executioners. I believe this accounts for their immediate reaction to this signal.
Death to the dead bride. I knew you could do it. You seem to have something on your mind, Descendant. Is it about Alpha? I know he doesn't trust me. For my part, I would like to share all the data I have with him, but it's a mystery even to me as to why neither Jeremy nor Alpha can connect with me. I was never granted permissions to configure such things. But one thing I can tell you for certain. I am a code designed to protect Ingress. Descendant, so far I have provided the technology to not only search for Ironhearts, but also to track Colossi. It would be wonderful if you could find the third Ironheart with these technologies and work with Alpha to find a solution. Of course, there are some things that are more important even than that. With that in mind, please go and meet with Luna and Kyle. They seem to have information regarding a new Ironheart. It appears to be highly reliable.
I have so many melodies flowing through my head ever since I met the guide. But it feels like there's something missing. I could feel with my entire being that there was a final piece of the puzzle which would complete my song. But I couldn't figure out where it was. It was driving me crazy.
Is she on drugs? She's
I
scanning the area a
without telling
lot.
Alpha. I was careful not to get caught. I went toward where I felt the puzzle piece was, and eventually I arrived at the Agna Desert. That's when I heard a very loud melody. It reminded me of the one I heard on the day I met the guide. When I approached it to listen closer, I saw a red sphere. As soon as I saw the sphere, the melody was complete, and I felt it flow through my entire body. It was wonderful. But then, you know what happened? I ran into this big clunker here, saying that he'd felt some strange magnetic field or something. And that's when I realized the Ironheart must be there. But then this tin brain started going on about smashing the red sphere open and taking the Ironheart out by himself.
I never said that I would smash it. I only wanted to have a look at it. Stop making things up.
Whatever. Anyway, I had to tell Alpha all about it and came back to Albion on his orders. That's why Alpha is looking for you.
I'm sure that Kyle and Luna told you what they saw, so I'll cut to the chase. Both of them believe that the red sphere in the Agna Desert very likely contains the Ironheart. This is a golden opportunity for us. There's no guarantee that the Ironheart is actually inside the sphere, but it's the best shot we've had so far, and the Magisters agree. I've mobilized a team to investigate the red sphere. That includes you.
I heard that this is the last remaining Ironheart. That makes me a little worried, but I'll give this mission my all, regardless. Kyle is doing aerial recon to see if the Vulgus are up to anything. Luna's focusing on sensing the beat generated from the Ironheart, and she's also listening out for the unique noises generated by Vulgus movements, of course. I can see her expression changing. See the way she's frowning? I think that means the Vulgus are on the move. We need to create an environment where she can concentrate. Descendant, take care of him.
I've pored over the literature, and it looks as if there's an underground entrance close by. That would account for the echoes that Luna can hear, right?
Yeah, I knew my ears were reliable. I said it would be indoors, didn't I?
You never said it would be underground. Anyway, I've just sent the coordinates. Go check it out.
Descendant, I don't know if you noticed, but this is also a facility that the ancestors used. If what Luna and Reyna are saying is correct, the data the Vulgus are extracting while underground must be related to the red sphere and the Ironheart. It won't be easy to bypass the security system set up by the ancestors, But we shouldn't underestimate Vulgus technology either. Let's hurry. Given the reaction of the commander we encountered recently, he must not have considered the possibility that we would appear so soon. And as their time is limited, they must be attempting to extract all of the Ancestor device data at once. The enemy has an encrypted communications device. If you defeat them, I can access its memory and communications history data. I have analyzed the data we obtained from the enemy. The most frequently mentioned words are seal, red sphere shell component, and conflict. I have assessed the shell analysis data. The shell is composed of a similar material to the links surrounding the Ironheart. Combining all of the data, I believe we can conclude that the Ancestors inserted the Ironheart into the red sphere. This is connected to the civil war that broke out in Westeros. Perhaps the Ancestors sealed the Ironheart inside the red sphere because they felt that a simple vault couldn't hold it. I cannot figure out the exact steps they took, but the important thing is that the sealing was successful.
Yes, keep struggling. There's nothing you can do. The Vulgus Legion is the apex predator.
I'm analyzing the data retrieved from the destroyed device. Please buy me some time.
We have already moved the Ironheart. If you keep trying, all you will find is death.
Hey, that's a lie. Don't fall for it. If the Ironheart was gone, I would have noticed it already.
Luna is right. The coordinates of the pulse from the Ironheart are unchanged.
Fine. Reyna and I discovered a weird area of sound. It's filled with way too much noise, so we're not sure about it, but we're going there anyway.
All right, Luna. We're also trying to gather as much data as possible. Keep up the good work. Descendant, the equipment in the center is compressing the data from the Ancestor devices around it. Decryption rate, 65%. Compressed data, 40%. I'm going to collect data from whichever device I can connect to first.
Damn it! This is all because the Ancestors dispersed the data. It has come to this. I'm going to end your life to receive a stronger body from Lord Aemon.
Decryption protocol activated. Compressed data extraction complete and security removed. Beginning analysis. The data contains records of the Ancestors who tried to remove the Ironheart, their operation plans, and the blueprint for the special weapon to break the seal. The weapon's power source was arcane. If we can use this information effectively, we'll be able to obtain the Ironheart safely. We must inform Alpha and come up with a plan.
Just get to the point. Welcome back. Is there anything you want to report? Are you saying that this record was left by the Ancestors who tried to use the Ironheart? And an ancient arcane weapon. What were they trying to do with the Ironheart? Were they trying to close the dimensional wall just like we're trying to do now? I don't have time to think about that right now. We'll begin operations to dig up the Red Sphere and break out the Ironheart using the arcane weapon.
Descendant, we will check the safety of the weapon thoroughly, so don't worry. Also, deciphering the composition of the Red Sphere was quite beneficial for us. It allowed us to start immediate production of dismantling materials. We are mass producing them, just in case.
Luna and Reyna are investigating the weapon, so I want you and Kyle to clear out all enemies within the vicinity of the Red Sphere. The arcane weapon and the material to destroy the Red Sphere are both ready. As long as we have no troublemakers impeding our operation, there shouldn't be any problems. We should definitely be able to get the Ironheart first this time.
Alpha appears to be focused on how to use the Ironheart. He doesn't seem to be concerned about how it came to be sealed away in the first place. I want to know why the Ancestors concealed the Ironheart. At the risk of conflict and separation, there must be a good reason.
Hey,
What's taking you so long? Hurry up!
Alpha appears to be focused on how to use the Iron Heart. He doesn't seem to be concerned about how it came to be sealed away in the first place. I want to know why the ancestors concealed the Iron Heart. At the risk of conflict and separation, there must be a good reason.
I can't believe you're taking it easy when we have so little time. We're going to clear the storage in the area nearby first. I know what you're about to say. Alpha ordered us to completely clear the entire area surrounding the Red Sphere. When I was a construction corps leader, we were the first ones working here, along with the Descendants. We built the digger, too. If it weren't for a surprise attack by the Vulgus, the Corps would still be alive. The only thing I'm interested in right now is to have my revenge on those bastards. Don't worry. When I'm done with that, I'll do my best to exterminate any enemies near the Red Sphere. Construction Corps leader Kyle always keeps his promises, you know. That hasn't changed since I've become a Descendant. So trust me, I'll get a read on the enemy's movements from above. I'll let you manage things from the ground.
Kyle, rage and revenge eat away other human emotions and limit perspective.
If you're here just to give me useless pearls of wisdom, I prefer you to get lost, guide.
Our goal is to find the Iron Heart, Kyle. Your actions may prevent us from achieving this.
Like I said before, I won't do anything to jeopardize the operation, I swear. Well done. That damn spectral digger isn't going to stop anytime soon. I guess blowing it up is the only way.
Whoa, Kyle. What are you trying to do? Blow everything up? Are you out of your mind? Are you SMO or something? And also, there's something you should know. The cliff...
Stop it! This is just one mission on the way toward achieving our goals for this operation. Terminating transmission. Immature kids like Luna don't understand situations like this. This is about loyalty. The spectral digger here was built when I was in charge of the construction corps. The Vulgus must have realized its power and modified it. I was too weak then. There was nothing I could do. I watched my colleagues fall before my very eyes. One of them begged me to destroy the digger with their last breath. So that's what I'm here to do. I will honor that request and throw this hunk of metal off this cliff. I was actually wandering across the desert on my way to do this from the beginning. Finding the Iron Heart was just a coincidence. But this also aligns with our operation goals, as it involves clearing the Vulgus and destroying the enemy facility in this region. It won't interfere with the operation. I'm talking too much. If you're ready, let's go.
I like this guy's style.
Only you and Luna can hear this. Destroying the spectral digger will attract more Vulgus. Kyle is blinded by revenge. If we allow him to continue, it'll become more difficult to dissuade him, which will make it harder to assume control over the area surrounding the Red Sphere. We must make Kyle understand. This is the only way we can achieve our goal.
Don't worry, Guide. I have prepared something very persuasive. Would you take a peek inside my mind?
This might do the trick. Go ahead, Luna.
Just you wait. I'm gonna persuade that tin-brain nutcase straight away.
Do you see the Vulgus building on the hill there? My teammates and I went through hell there to build the digger. Now, it's been hijacked by the Vulgus. I want you to take care of the enemy, while I check the danger of ground collapse when I blow up the spectral digger.
What is Kyle doing? Oh no, stop him!
Thank you. Kyle here. Starting countdown to spectral digger detonation. 10, 9, 8, this and get lost.
Damn it, can't you just hear me out for once? The bodies of your colleagues are at the base of the cliff. Are you really gonna bury them down there with that thing?
Guy, what Luna says, is it true?
Yes. Luna and Reyna discovered records while searching for the RK weapon. We ran an analysis on the remains and found that they matched the list of fatalities from the incident.
Jeez. And did you forget what our actual target is? The Iron Heart, Kyle. The Iron Heart. If we lose the Iron Heart while destroying the Digger, what kind of revenge would that be? I can practically hear the sighs of frustration from your colleagues. You're the one who should get a grip, not me. Destroying the Digger can wait till later. Make it an official request. Then it'll really be revenge. Once we secure the Iron Heart, I'm sure Alpha will totally approve.
You're right. I'll come back. Over. I almost made a terrible mistake. Blinded by revenge. The kid is right. Without the Iron Heart, nothing will bring any comfort to the souls of my old colleagues. But if we can find it and use it, that'd make me happy for both my old colleagues and my current teammates. Luna, she's not so bad. But I'll tell her that in person later, so pretend like you didn't hear this. Especially you, Guide. And you too.
As you wish.
Now we should get to our respective positions. I want you to help Reyna while I go see Marcus.
Everything okay? Looked like there was a bit of commotion or something. Anyway, I think we found something. My excavation equipment and Luna's sonic survey both seem to indicate that... something feels off about this place. I'll send you the coordinates, Descendant. Hurry, I need your help. We found something strange when we were looking for traces of the ancient RK weapon. The bones of a giant creature. Given the size of the bones, it must have been as big as Corell's flagship. We've never seen anything like this before. I ran a search on the Albion database, and it came up with a match for an animal called the caligo. Carbon dating results suggest that this caligo is from the same era as the ruins of the ancestors. That makes it the oldest organism ever discovered in Albion. Same thing with this. Carbon dating shows it's from the same period as the ruins of the ancestors that are around here. The excavation team and I think that these bones are somehow closely related to the RK weapon. And they both existed in the same era as the ancestors. Maybe that means something? Maybe the ancestors used them for an experiment or something? I'm sure we can come up with several plausible hypotheses. I think we should also notify your guide, is it? I'll contact HQ and have them send the info to your receive.
The caligo may be from the same era as the ancestors, but I think they must have died out before I was created, as there is no information on them in my database. Or access to the information may have been secretly blocked. There's so much I don't know yet. I wish we could find data that I don't know or don't have access to. Then I may understand the real reason for my existence. Do you remember the bone sample we took from the caligo? A small amount of RK has been detected on it. It's strange. Ancestors aside, how can RK be detected on the bone of some giant organism I have never heard of? I cannot be sure, but there's a good chance that the ancestors used the caligo to test the RK weapon. Based on the data on the caligo that we received through the EST, if we estimate its original size based on the size of the bone, its bone density and composition, and assume appropriate muscle mass to support this, its body would be comparable in toughness to that of a colossus. A caligo like that would have been the perfect subject to test a weapon of such immense power. This is only a hypothesis, but it is the only conclusion that I can find when applying the calculations. We will need additional data in order to replace or confirm this. Unlike other locations, there are many broken bones here. I think there may have been a conflict at some point. I will check to see if I can detect substances other than RK. Given that only RK can be detected, perhaps the weapon did not use RK solely as the power source. Perhaps it was used for the attack itself. Why did they have to build such a powerful weapon? I want to know. If there were any ancestor facilities still remaining, we would have been able to look for those records.
You're early. I expected nothing less from a Descendant. Lord Corel needs your arcade to obtain the last Ironheart. Come!
The Vulgus also discovered the existence of the RK weapon, and figured out that they need RK to activate it. It was wise to order Luna and Kyle to return. If either of them had been killed by the Vulgus, they would have been used to activate the RK weapon. These are the ruins of the ancestors. They're connected to the place where the Caligo is buried. It might be evidence that they studied the corpse firsthand. If anything remained to be destroyed, they could have continued testing its destructive power. Descendant, the enemy is sending a high-voltage electric current to damage the Ancestor security protocol. Battery algorithm analysis complete. You must destroy the enemy batteries in sequence. Second enemy battery confirmed. I will try to remove the security protocol.
Is the battery that important? Are you afraid of me?
The removal is almost complete. Descendant, destroy the last battery and protect the data. Security protocol removed.
Welcome, Descendant. This Ironheart needs arcade. You should be honored. Your arcade will be used for Lord Corel's grand plan.
Guide code activated. 30% of data records accessed. Analyzing security data. Analysis complete. Descendant, I have discovered the goal of the development of the RK weapon and how to use it. The RK weapon was created to destroy the Red Sphere in order to destroy the Ironheart inside it. Permission to control the RK weapon has been granted only to me. I don't know why this is, but we should focus on the operation for now. The RK weapon is hidden beneath the Mirage Stone. As I can move the weapon, let's join forces with HQ and carry out the operation together.
Welcome back. I've read the report submitted through the Assive. Only the guide could handle the RK weapon. She didn't know anything about the Caligo, but she has access permissions for the RK weapon, which is powerful enough to kill a Caligo. It's a little suspicious. But we have a more important matter at hand. We must obtain the Ironheart. Now that we have everything we need, all that's left is to go all out. We've already loaded a tactical armored vehicle with the material to pour over the Red Sphere. But there's a problem. The substance is highly volatile, so Kyle and Luna are escorting it, carefully. This slows things down, of course. While they're escorting the tactical armored vehicle, I need you to clear out all the Vulgus from the surrounding area. We must create a secure environment to get the vehicle into position.
Once the special material arrives safely, we can move on to the final stage of our operation. When the chemical reaction changes the surface of the Red Sphere, that'll be our chance. We must activate the RK weapon at that moment. Once the Red Sphere is neutralized, we only need a small amount of RK to retrieve the Ironheart. But even though we don't need a lot, both Luna and Kyle's RK has been severely depleted. Descendant, you're the only one who can activate the weapon. I know it'll be physically demanding, but it's a critical step to accomplishing our goal.
I need you to focus on the mission more than ever. Go to the Agna Desert and complete the assignment so that the tactical armored vehicle can get into position safely. Let's show those bastards that this victory will be ours.
Hey, this is Reyna. We've detected unidentified phenomena around the Red Sphere. The floating stones are moving. Requesting reinforcements.
Don't worry, it's just the guide. She's moving the floating stones so we can approach the Red Sphere.
So, the guide really does have control. The situation is favorable for the moment. We have to hurry.
It's Kyle. Don't look, keep moving. If you wave at me, the enemy will notice. We need to eliminate the enemy forces who have control of this corner.
Descendant, we'll bring the tactical armored vehicle when it's safe.
Oh, I can see you. I can see your blazing eyes. But are you sure about this? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
To your death.
You won't have seen this before. It will eat your arcade. Did no one tell you? Poor thing.
Steel yourself. They don't realize your potential. If things go as planned, you won't have any problems. I guarantee it.
Die.
Looking down on the Descendant coming to die is so exciting. Yes, come. I will kill you and offer the last Iron Heart to Master Karel.
Hey, it's almost over. Don't be afraid of
This
them.
is actually pretty cool. I'm having fun with
Things
this.
don't go to plan, we'll come and support you. Don't worry, just focus on your mission.
I can sense their belief in you. I can see it in all those people looking at you.
Even if you kill me, you'll eventually die from this arcade divine. But I don't have to experience that. Because I'll be the one who will toss your corpse onto it. Being killed by me will be less painful, I promise you.
Enemy commander eliminated. It's time. Marcus, advance now.
They all look like they're wearing Transformer like symbols on their back. That seemed relatively easy. Convenient.
You ready, Descendant? Guess inhaling all that excavation dust was worth it. Recover the Iron Heart as soon as Marcus punches a hole into that thing. How about on your end?
All ready, ma'am. Just give us a signal.
All right. Get rid of that hunk of iron.
Just what I was waiting to hear. Lock on target!
Every time it stutters, the audio gets moved further and further away from the animation. The stuttering in this game does not make this very enjoyable sometimes. Luckily, the gameplay is a lot of fun.
That's it! Descendant, it's all up to you now.
Yay, let's launch ourselves in the cannon. Impractical fighting garb. Them high yield.
Descendant? Descendant!
What, did it just neutralize the Ironheart? Is that... Oh no, it brought it to us. Okay.
That's it! Good job, everyone. Operation complete.
Approaching the third Ironheart. System synchronization process 100%. Everything is fine, Descendant. I can now control this Ironheart. Finally, after everything we've been through, we have obtained the Ironheart. It may only be one of the 3 Ironhearts, but we can still alter the future with it. For instance... Wait. Descendant? This Ironheart. The ancestors have left some encrypted data for me. File type. Inversion technology database. Descendant, how do the ancestors know about inversion? I thought inversion was Vulgus technology. This is beyond comprehension for my analysis system. Not to mention, this database has been protected with a powerful encryption system that can only be unlocked by observing inverted energy. We should take the Ironheart to a safe place for now. Let's hurry and return to Albion. I have something I must tell the Descendants.
Descendant, it's Seneca. If you're transporting the Ironheart back to Albion, you'll need to leave it there for now. It looks like the Colossus Devourer is drawn to the energy of the Ironheart. If you bring it to Albion now, the situation will become much worse.
Damn, what the heck? Why do you keep getting in the way at times like these, Colossi?
It's not completely unexpected. The same thing happens every time an Ironheart is removed. We should brace for an intercept battle.
Don't act all nonchalant about this. You haven't even fully